Hello my friends, we are continuing our skincare declutter series and I have to tell you just how excited I am about doing eye care today. Because I care. We really are starting with a dad joke. I feel like so many of the other videos in this series have been extremely overwhelming. This is not. We could declutter nothing and it would still be overall reasonable, relatively, for a skincare YouTuber at least. It's just not out of control, and that's so nice. And related to that, I wanted to say, I think a lot about how occasionally when I talk about eye products, there will be somebody who says, eye products are a scam. And I always get frustrated with that because I feel like I've said so many times that it's an optional category. You absolutely do not need to use eye care products. For most people, using your standard serum or your standard moisturizer, all that is really needed is cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. Most people can use those in their eye area. However, if you are running into issues with things like milia, then you might want to try a designated eye cream, or you can use eye creams and eye serums if you like to, which is what I do. As I talk about a lot, you can go with K-Beauty for eye care, and the size is less offensive than Western products, usually 1 fluid ounce instead of a ½ ounce, and usually less expensive than Western eye creams as well, although all of that is relative. Again, the bottom line is, with skincare, I like to respect other people's choices while also telling you that the conventional wisdom of the day is that, yes, this is an optional category. And hey, perhaps that explains why this category is less out of control in my life. We are still going to have a few sections for this video. It's going to be overall shorter and much more pleasant in my humblest of opinions. And we have timestamps for that in the description box below, as well as some of my favorites affiliated if you would like to help support the channel. My skin type is dry, acne prone, and a bit sensitive. And without further ado, let's get into decluttering my eye creams and eye serums. My friends, we are starting with the serums category. I want to let you know I really have absolutely no intention of decluttering here. In fact, this is a category where I do have one backup. My absolute favorite eye serum is, of course, the Axis Y Vegan Collagen Eye Serum. It is practically perfect in every way. I love that you push down on this, the product comes out, and you get a roller ball for a soothing application. The ingredients are incredible. It's a product that I think I think this is my third or fourth. It's my favorite, what can I say? And out of these products, I would probably say my second favorite is actually the Ordinary's Multi-Peptide Eye Serum. This is 0.5 fluid ounces in contrast to the Axis Y, but I would trade it all for the applicator on the Axis Y. It's so much better than a dropper system. Now, this is a PR product from Shielded, the Nightlife Eye Serum. Obviously, I do want to keep this and give it a chance. I haven't really had the ability to do that just yet. So the only product that I would consider decluttering here would be the Tony Moly Intense Care Eye Serum, and that's simply because I don't love that it has fragrance. I don't love using fragrance around my eye area. We had just talked about this. But I do love the applicator, and because of the nature of this, I don't really feel like this is the kind of product I want to pass along. You know, would you like to share my under eye bacteria with me? You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and finish it. But will I buy it again? No, Axis Y has my heart. For no particular reason, I guess I'm going from thinnest to thickest in this video because I thought we would do eye gels next. Now, this is funny. This is a real great commentary on skincare. So I love serums. It's one of my favorite categories. We kept everything in the serums category. I also like creams. That is a preferred moisturizer for dry skin types in contrast to gels. And so, guess what? Now that we are in the eye gels, which are all going to be, let me pump out this Bioma to show you. They are all going to be this texture, a true gel. I am just going to tell you, I'm going to declutter all of these. I think that it is great that Bioma has the Deep Puff and Brighten Eye Gel at a great price point. It's a fragrance-free, low irritant product. It's a nice option if you do like gels. Cute packaging too, as always with Bioma. This is a new release from Versed. They sent over in PR the Brightening Eye Gel. Now with this one, you get a roller ball and a squeeze tube. I like it better than a roller ball in this kind of system without the pump, but ultimately I still like the pump and roller ball. I just think that works the absolute best. But ultimately I'm decluttering this because I don't like gels. And then finally the Belief Aqua Bomb Eye Gel. If you saw my most recent video that I will link in the corner, I said I also received this in PR and I don't like it either. Granted, it's a gel. I'm decluttering everything here because it's not my favorite category, but also I don't understand the fragrance. I don't understand why they went with this applicator when the roller ball plus pump is better than a spatula plus pump. Why would we? Oh, ceramic tip. I forgot what we were calling this. Ceramic tip. I feel like so far this video isn't very helpful because it's just been, I do like serums and I don't like gel. But also, that's a lot of skincare, and I think that's why occasionally it is important to have these kind of conversations. Friends, I think things are finally going to get interesting with this particular category because this is tinted eye creams. Now, I've talked before about how I do like this category for when I just don't feel like wearing any makeup whatsoever. Let me actually show you what I mean here. So this is the Alpen Instant Bright Eye. This was sent in PR, and watch the color that we have here. So this is kind of a salmon. That is going to give a real subtle color correcting effect to, I would say, mostly medium skin tones. Now watch this one from BeautyStat, the Universal C Eye Protector. This was also PR. This is more of a light pink. Now that's going to give a soft color correction on my skin tone, a lighter skin tone. Then we have PTR's Peptide Skin Injection Fill and Fix Under Eye Cream. This one is more of a almost concealer-like shade. I will tell you, this is my favorite of the moment. I love that this has a cooling tip and a squeeze tube. Oddly enough, I like that combination, I know. And then from Hero, the Bright Eyes Illuminating Eye Cream. This is more of a standard illuminating cream, so it's actually kind of a mustard color. I'm not sure why. And that does give you a shimmer effect. I'm going to tell you the Hero is absolutely my least favorite here, so we are going to go ahead and declutter that one. And I think that based on my own swatches, I think I also want to declutter that Alpen. It's a little bit too medium toned for me, and that's the same reason if you watched a long time ago, I had bought and then immediately decluttered the Live Tinted Eye Cream because that too feels like it is a color match more for medium skin tones. Now, mind you, this is skincare, so it's not going to be as intense as buying a concealer in the wrong shade. It's just a subtle corrector. You can probably pull it off regardless, but I will tell you, these two work better. So I am going to be keeping the Peter Thomas Roth. Also happen to love the peptide ingredients in there, and I'm going to keep the BeautyStat, which I love for the ascorbic acid ingredient as well. So keeping and decluttering in this category. Alright friends, we are in the biggest category of them all. This is eye cream. Now, I want to tell you a couple of things here. First of all, I'm going to pull a few products immediately because based on the survey results of our poll, I do think you all want to see a comparison of high-end products versus K-beauty products. And rather than go buy some new products, I already have to buy one anyway because I overly decluttered my cleansers, I am going to pull the Barbasturm Eye Cream. This was gifted in PR. Do not think that I am just going to say good things about this because it was PR. That is simply not how I roll. And I'm also going to pull the VT Cosmetics Cica Hyalon Riedel Shot Lifting Eye Cream. Now this was gifted through the Stylevana Advent Calendar, and I made a big mistake with this. It is a product that has your eye cream here, and then this part is electronic. So when you apply this, you get a soothing, vibrating effect. I made a mistake though. I had said in some video that I didn't understand why the company doesn't sell refills. Well, guess what? They sell refills. And let me tell you, this is one of the biggest problems that YouTube has. If you ever make a mistake, there's no good way of fixing it. You can pin the comments correcting you, you can make your own comment and pin it, but there's no guarantee that people read the comment section. I really, as much as I love YouTube, I feel like this is probably at least partially responsible for some of the misinformation out there. So I think the best thing I can do is make a new video. So I definitely want to make sure to include that as our K-Beauty eye cream. And then the other product I'm going to pull is the Bubble Morning Rays Brightening Eye Cream. It's in its box. I just got it. I haven't had a chance to try it yet or even open it. I was originally going to do a Bubble review. I don't know if a Bubble re-review, I should say. I don't know if I'm going to get around to that. Maybe we'll do a drugstore versus K-Beauty afterwards. So how about we talk about some of these K-Beauty eye creams first? Oh man, I have 3 absolute favorite eye creams here. First of all, the Pyunkang Yule Black Tea Time Reverse Eye Cream. I actually just got that at TJ Maxx. Wow, shopping at TJ Maxx is kind of a bit of a madhouse. Maybe it was the one that I went to, but wow. And yet I would absolutely do it again to get this product. So that is one that I will be keeping. My Chogangjin Yunganjin eye cream, absolutely will keep this one too. Let me show you the texture on this one. It is thick and almost like a sleeping mask. I'm also almost out of that, so another one where might as well keep it and finish it. And then this is a former favorite from Hamish. It's the Marine Care eye cream. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I stopped liking it, it's that the company reformulated. Now, I know a lot of people call this a dupe of the La Mer eye cream. I don't know which one. I'm not rich enough to know that. I just know that I liked this. However, this is something I've seen other YouTubers talk about as well. It is very hard to know once a product is reformulated, is it still good? No idea. I haven't had a chance to buy it or try it out, so I just don't know how it compares, and that always makes it so awkward. I mean, I absolutely love that product, but it's not the same anymore. So actually, let's go ahead and declutter that. I know that's a debatable one. Some people really don't like to see YouTubers discard our favorite products, but it's just too frustrating. You know, I don't know what it's like anymore. I only know what the old version is like. I don't know what the new version is like. So yeah, I'm just gonna declutter that. Moving into some American products, the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment. I have a travel size of this, and because it is so thick, it lasts a long time. That was my favorite before the Hamish became my favorite, so I will definitely keep that. The Cora Organics, look how pretty that packaging is. I've got to tell you, that is an eye cream that I really had to figure out. I just talked about 2 that are thick and heavy, the Hamish and the Kiehl's. This is actually heavier than either one of those. Can you see how thick this is? Look at that. Can you see? You getting an idea of how thick this is? You might think a really heavy eye cream wouldn't move on your skin because it's so heavy, but I found that I kept accidentally using too much of that and it would go in my eyes, and that really, really stings. So I had to dial it back. I have to use the tiniest amount of that. I think this is good though. I think that means it'll last a very long time. But it is still incredibly uncomfortable to get eye cream in your eye, so there's part of me that's tempted to declutter that. I think I'm going to keep it and just make sure to use, like, I have to pick it up with a toothpick. That's the right amount to use with that product. It is just so thick. Lipid Gold is one that I will absolutely be keeping. I've talked before about how I don't actually use that as an eye cream. I do now, but I actually really, really like that for a dry patch treatment. I just recently had to do this, not for me, but for my partner. She said, do you have anything for dry patches? And I went and I got this. If you like Lipid Gold, this is a little bit more rich than Lipid Gold, and so of course it makes a nice eye cream, but it's great for that purpose as well. You know, as always, skincare products can be used for different purposes. Okay, so one more product, and that is the First Aid Beauty Hydrating Eye Cream. That's a declutter. That was gifted by the brand, and it's fine. I feel like I don't really have a lot to say about that one, especially in contrast to the 5 that I am keeping, where I can comment on how thick and nourishing and heavy and reparative all of those are. I just kind of feel like the hydrating eye cream is, yeah, it's a little hydrating. And my friends, that brings us to the final category of this short and sweet declutter today. We are talking about eye masks. Now, this has been such a fascinating evolution for me. You may notice that I don't have any eye masks that are in the individual packets, like, I'll put a picture up. I have bought those before. I used to buy those. I no longer do because you just get so much more bang for your buck going with Korean eye masks like the Abib Collagen Eye Patch. Realistically, I've almost used up all of these that I have, so how many are left in this? Not enough to pass along. I will just go ahead and finish these from Abib. I did enjoy them quite a lot. especially because they have that texture to them. But I don't really feel the need to buy this kind of product category anymore because now I've discovered these reusable patches from Dew and Cocoa Kind, formerly Pacifica as well. I like Dew and Cocoa Kinds much more though because they are very, very thin. These are reusable eye masks. The idea is you apply their eye cream, or I guess they call this the Oracle Reviving Eye Gel. It's definitely a cream though. You apply this and then you lock it in with the eye patches. This system is so much better for the planet, so much better for my wallet. And these companies say you get a limited amount of uses with these. I feel like I'm getting more with Dew than I did with Pacifica. I no longer have the Pacifica eye patches. I did feel like they got a little bit too sticky, and I didn't like them as much because they were thicker. Dew is more expensive, but in my opinion, it is worth the money, so that is one we will keep as well. Is this our keep pile? We'll move you over here for now. Come back to you. And I'm going to keep the Dew Oracle. I don't feel like there's a lot of product in here because I've been absolutely loving it. This was PR, although I did buy the masks. And of course I'm going to keep the Cocoa Kind system as well because at some point I assume I will need to replace my Dew, and then I will just move on to these ones from Cocoa Kind. Those were gifted. I think I am going to pass, well, this is their Peptide Fine Line Eye Gel. It's made to go with the mask. Yeah, I'm going to keep this too. This category is under control. We don't have to do a ton of decluttering. That said, I did want to let you know, you don't have to just stick with these. You can use other eye creams. You could use eye serums with these. In fact, I love using eye serums with these reusable masks. Love, love, love doing that. Now there is another kind of mask, the K-Beauty Sleeping Mask format. This is from Laneige. It's their Bouncy and Firm Eye Sleeping Mask. I bought this as part of a cute kit, which I think I saw back on the Sephora website, actually. I'll link it if I can find it. I like this. It is a lot like, hilariously enough, we just talked about Abib. It's like the Abib Probiotics Overnight Mask, if you're familiar with that. But tailored for the eye area. I love this. I actually love the Bouncy and Firm collection, although, as we've talked about in past videos, I now hate its name. And that leaves one other kind of eye mask. I was so excited about getting to try a C-Beauty eye mask in such a different format. This is, as opposed to the gels, this is kind of more like a sheet mask. Of course, those of us in the US can no longer get C-Beauty, and I'm heartbroken. You know what? I'm going to keep this, though. It's such a neat design. I really like it. Yeah, I'm going to keep everything in this category because what can I say? I like and use eye masks. And I really hope that someday we can go back to buying C-Beauty. I hope so. And my friend, that's it. I am just so utterly happy that in the end, this is my new and updated eye cream collection. It is not going to stay in this basket. It's really just going to go right back onto my shelves because it can. But my friends, that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.